So, Michael, tell me about this guy.
Well,
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 he's, well,
you're kidding.
he's just so,
So,
the way he, when he, how he, I mean, he's just so,
yeah,
like Saturday.
yeah,
After we stopped at Gina's, he took me to
yeah, right.
in the,
Polka band.
right.
Yeah,
Well, at Gina's he was kind of, but after dinner
yeah,
well, he's just so,
seriously.
and then
And so,
you know,
no.
he's, no,
Is he you know?
pretty much.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Well, did you
No.
Well, if he's so, you know.
He's shy.
So, where did you?
Gina's party.
Oh, so she's the one who
No,
introduced.
Bob.
Bob was at Gina's party. I thought they.
They did, but now they're,
You're kidding.
wish I was.
So were they?
Uh-huh.
Oh God!
Feeling
No pain. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah,
Those two.
those two.
They're like,
Yeah, all over the kitchen too.
please. So, how?
Yeah. Me
So-
and Michael left. Well, they were doing that too.
And what did you do?
We went to his place and watched a movie.
A movie.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of movie?
A training film.
A training film.
Yeah, he's into time management.
Uh huh.
Look, he's
Shy, right? Oh, he's shy. Okay, so where did he and Bob?
in school.
So they're both the
No,
same.
he's an accountant.
Oh,
What
just oh.
O as in O or O as in O?
Neither. Just oh.
Accounts can be very exciting.
How exciting.
Well,
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 but you haven't.
not yet.
Not that exciting.
Look, it's not as if we're,
So what gives?
nothing.
So how long have you and
6 weeks.
and still no?
He travels. Ortiz.
So how does Bob feel about you and
You know Bob.
I know Bob.
That Bob. He's a little jealous.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bob has a thing for you.
Not for me.
You mean he and Bob?
In school.
Oh.
I told you he was exciting.
But Bob, he's so Bob was.
Look, you try all sorts of things when you're in college.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But what about Gina?
She wasn't even there.
Marlon,
Hmm?
has this guy and Bob, have you?
Come on, Angie. You know Bob is even my type.
Thank God you haven't.
Not yet.
You don't still plan on,
Well,
well, you could get a disease.
come on.
Well, how else do you know who else he's,
Look, don't talk about him like he's some kind of slut.
well, what if he can't?
He will.
Well, if he and Bob, well, maybe he.
No, he will.
Well, you should at least make him get a blood test.
No time. His flight's due at 6.
Well, how will you?
I'll pick him up at the airport. Bob will make a fan.
With the smoked windows.
That's the one.
Well, what about? What about?
No problem.
Well, how will you? How will he?
Trojans?
Oh. Well. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Say your name. Ace friend.
Who is this I see? My dear fellow Ivan Vasilievich. So glad to see you, but this is a surprise.
Yes, thank you.
How are
I am fine, and thank you.
you? Please sit down. It is not good to forget one's neighbor, but tell me, why such ceremony? Dress clothes, white gloves, and all?
No, I have no engagement. I have come just to ask something of you, Mr. Stephen.
But in your evening clothes, this is not new.
I know. It is something like this. I want to come for just a request. It is not the first time I've had the honor of asking for your assistance. It's just, I beg your pardon. I must take a drink of water. Please,
Some to borrow money. I won't give him any. Please, dear Romo, tell me. What is it?
just give me 1 second. So okay. Dear sir, my good man, Stefan Vichner, I'm sorry, I threw all my words. I'm so nervous. Okay, where do I start? I want to make a request of you, if you'll be so kind.
Please, son, don't beat around the bush. Tell me.
Immediately, in a moment. Okay. Here it is then. Your daughter, I want to ask for her hand.
Angel. Ivan Vasilievich. Please, say that again. I didn't quite hear it.
I want to get your honor.
Oh, my dear fellow. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that everything is so So, everything. I've wanted this to happen for so long. I'm dumbfounded with pleasure. Am I standing here like a blockhead? I will get the back.
Wait. Do you think that Medelia will be accepted of me?
Oh, man of your stature, she's as lovesick as a kitten.
It's cold. It's trembling. It's shaking as if I'm going to take examination. I don't know. It's crazy, but the chief thing is to settle matters. If a person meditates too much, or hesitates to talk about it, or wait for an ideal person to come around and find true love, it will never happen. No, but it's so cold. Well, Natalia, she's an excellent housekeeper. Not at all magnetic, quite intelligent, well educated. I'm so excited. My ears are roaring. I don't know what to do. But and me not to marry, it's crazy. In the first place, I'm 35, critical age. Second place, I must live well-regulated life. I have weak heart, continual palpitation, And in second, it's always getting bad. My lips tremble, pulse is just always going about. And the worst of all is sleep. I cannot sleep at night. It's as soon as I lay down, my left side, it's pulling, tugging. Something hammers at my left shoulder, and my head too, is always aching. I fall asleep. As soon as I want to fall asleep, it's a terrible cramp on my side, and all night long it's just the same thing. Is she coming?
It's you. Papa said go in. There was a dealer who comes to buy something. Good afternoon, Ivan Vasquez. You must pardon me for wearing this apron and this old dress. We are working today. Why haven't you come to visit us oftener? You have not been here for so long. Sit. Won't you have something to eat?
I've already had one. Thank you.
Smoke? Dude, here are the matches. Today it is beautiful. And only yesterday it rained so hard that the workmen couldn't do a stroke of work. How many bricks have you cut? Think of it. I was so anxious that I had the whole field mowed, but now I'm sorry I did it because I'm afraid the hay would rot. It would have been better if I had waited, but what on earth is this? You are in evening clothes. The latest cut. Are you on your way to a ball? And you seem to be looking better too, really. Why are you dressed up so gorgeously?
You see, my dear Natalia. It is simply this. I've decided to ask you to listen. Please, of course, but you may be surprised by what I have to say. But please don't be negative.
What is it?
Okay.
Well?
Just a moment, okay. I'll try to be brief. My dear Natalia. As you know, for many years, we've known each other from childhood, right? I've had the honor of knowing your family, my aunt, and you're actually my poor aunt, and her husband, from whom you, as already know, I've inherited their estates. See, so the Moffs and the Chubakovs have, for decades, been friendly. We've already known each other. We're close in terms of friendship. So, my own property, as you know, adjoins your own, and as you would be so good to remember, my meadows, the Bridgewoods.
Pardon the interruption, but you said my meadows. But are they yours?
Yes, precisely. They belong to me.
What nonsense. The meadows belong to us, not to you.
I'm speaking of the meadows lying between your Bridgewoods and my brick earth.
Yes, exactly. They belong to us.
No, you're mistaken, my dear Natalia. They belong to me.
Well, that certainly news to me. How do they belong to you?
You see, long ago, as far back as I can remember, they've always belonged to us.
But that isn't true. You're part of my saying so.
Natalia, as the records prove, it is true that once upon a time, we did have, costly over, there was this video. Your family did one very small thing. You see, there is room for discussion. Because if you would be so good to listen, please. my aunt's grandmothers and her grandfather put these medals, free of course, okay, into your hands of your father's grandfather's bed, not even your father, okay? So, at that time, it was about maybe 40 years they were living there and they were doing their own property, they were using like all that. It's okay.
But there's not a word of truth in there. My grandfather and my great-grandfather, too, knew that their estate reached back to the swamps so that the metals belonged to us. I really can't believe my ears. It's really most annoying.
I'll show you the papers.
No, either you're joking or trying to lead me into a discussion. That's not at all nice. We have owned this property for nearly 300 years, and now all at once we hear that it doesn't belong to us? Ivan Vaskovich, you would pardon me, but I really can't believe my ears. So as far as I'm concerned, the metals are worth very little, and all do not contain no more than 5 acres, and are only worth a few $100s, say 300. But the injustice of the thing is what affects me. Say what you will, I cannot bear injustice.
Only listen. I've not finished. The peasant of your respected father's grandfather, please, as I've already mentioned honorably, they baked brick roots for my grandmother. My aunt's grandmother wished them to do them a favor.
Grandfather, grandmother, aunt, I know nothing of them. All I know is that the metals belong to us.
No.
And that ends the matter.
No, they belong to me.
No. And if you keep on explaining it for 2 days and put on 5 suits of evening clothes, the metals are still ours. Ours, ours. I don't want to take your property, but I refuse to give up what belongs to us.
Dahlia, now listen. Metals belong to me. I'm only concerned about the principle. It's not so much arguable about the price. That's fine, whatever. I want to give them to you as a gift.
But I can give them to you because they belong to me. Ivan Vaskovich, that is very peculiar. Until now, we have considered you a good neighbor and a good friend. And just only last year, we lent you our threshing machine so that we couldn't thresh until November. And now you treat us like thieves? You offered to give me my own land, but excuse me, neighbors don't treat each other that way. In my opinion, it's a very low trick. To speak frankly,
Well, according to you, I am a usurper, right? Am I? Well, I tell you this, my dear lady, I have never appropriated other people's property. I shall not permit you to accuse me of such a thing. The metals are mine.
that isn't true. They're mine.
Mine.
They're mine.
No, I'm telling you, you can do what you want, but the matter is they're mine.
I don't understand.
I don't know what you want to do. You want to try to steal it from me?
What's going on in here? What's all the ruckus?
Papa, please tell this man to whom the medals belong. To us or to him?
My dear fellow, of course, the medals are ours.
Mike, I'm sorry. You're gotten yourself confused, but you must always remember, as I was trying to explain to the dear Natalia, you see, I understand you're a reasonable man, yes? Okay, so, my grandmother's aunt, okay, they used the medals back in the day and they give it to your grandfather free of cost, right? So,
Permit me to stop you right there. Everybody knows that your grandmother was never paid for to the peasants because we went to court and nobody ever got to the conclusion.
well,
You never read the map.
well, I'll prove it to you. I will bring it. They belong to me. Do you need me to take this to court? I will prove it.
Court?
I have the marks.
You can take this to court if you want. But I tell you this, before I give it to you, I will give it to those peasants for nothing. Nothing.
I can't believe it. What right do you have to give property that is not your own? Oh wait, it doesn't make sense to me.
Wait a minute. You dare to come into my house, speak to me in this manner, and I am twice your age. I'll tell you this. I won't have it. I won't have it.
No. You listen. You think I am fool? You're making fun of me, you and your daughter here. I am telling you, this property is mine, and you talk to me like fool, and you expect me to be quiet and talk to you like a human being? You're not reasonable. You, sir, you're no good neighbor. You are worse. You're a land grabber.
So what does that make you? You're nothing but a usurper. You're an intriguer. That's what you are.
We'll see about that. I'll prove it in court. How about that?
Papa, send the reapers into the meadows this minute.
Look, I understand that we're getting hasty here, but please.
The meadows belong to us,
They
and I
do
won't
not-
give them up. I won't give them up.
Please. If you would kindly refrain from insulting my family, please. We've never been known to do any unjust act.
You and your family, you're all the same. You're just like your crazy grandmother. She was a dipsomaniac, and your aunt Michaela Michalovna, was an architect.
Yes. And your mother limped.
And your father was nothing but a drunk and a glutton.
And your aunt was a gossip like few others.
Oh, my heart. My side pains. I can't. My temples are bursting, Lord heavens. I need water. Where's my head? My head.
What nonsense? Where are you going?
May you never knock on our door again.
Bring your suit to court, Elsie.
Devil.
Such a good for nothing. And then they talk about being good neighbors.
Scarecrow. Monster!
A swindler like that takes over a piece of property that doesn't belong to him and then dares to argue about it.
To think, he comes to dare and make a proposal of marriage.
What? A proposal of marriage?
Yes, that's why he came here this evening, to make you a proposal of marriage.
Oh, why did you tell me that before? Bring him back! Bring him back! Bring him back!
I'll shoot myself. I'll hang myself.
I'm dying! Bring him back!
I got.
What have they done to me? Bring him back! Bring him back!
What it is to be the father of a grown daughter. Now we've argued with this man. We've insulted him, thrown him our mouths. And you did it all. You!
No, you! You haven't any manners. You're brutal. If it weren't for you, he wouldn't have gone.
Oh, yes, I'm to blame. If I shoot or hang myself at this moment, it'll be all because of you. You! There he is. Talk to him.
We were angry before. I remember now. The medals really do belong to you.
Look, my heart is trembling, beating. The medals. Oh, my eyelids are trembling. I don't know what to do. Look, we were wrong. It's not so much that the medals are a problem, it's the principle. That's,
Yes, exactly, the principle. Let's talk about something else.
you see, Natalia, I have proofs that my aunt's grandmother and they had the peasants give them just...
Enough. I don't know how to begin. Are you going hunting soon?
Actually, yes. It's called shooting. You see, my dear Natalia, I will be going with my great dog. Unfortunately, my bloodhound, you know, is limp.
What a shame. How did that happen?
I think maybe, perhaps, by dislocation or maybe some other dog bit him. I don't know. But, you know, it's okay. He's the best dog I've ever had. Small price to pay. Maybe I would think it was about from $125.
That was too much to pay, Ivan Bass.
Morenovs give me good price. What do you mean?
My papa paid $85 for his Labrador, and our Labrador is much better than your Bloodhound.
In my opinion, a very cheap dog is not as good. My dog, wonderful. Let me tell you, Labrador is like nothing compared to Bloodhound. Bloodhound, good dog. But when you bring Labrador, it's almost like an ineffable argument. You cannot compare the two. I'm sorry. Simple.
A Labrador. Of course, yes, it is true that he is still young and isn't full grown yet, but in the pack or on a leash with 2 or 3, there's no better than he. Even if he was in the court with.
My dear Natalia, you're confused. You really think that your Labrador is better than my bloodhound?
Of course he is. A Labrador is much better than a bloodhound.
No. I really beg
What makes
your-
you keep on saying
No,
yes?
I really beg your pardon, Natalia, but if you would be so quick to overlook the stats, your Labrador, this lower short jaw is the shorter. That means no snap.
Short lower jaw. That's the first time I ever heard that.
Yes, it's true. I've done the facts. I've looked it up.
Have you measured it?
Yes, in fact I have. And lower jaw means no good dog.
He isn't.
What, is yours one of a kind, purebred?
Yes. And our Labrador is purebred, full-blooded son of 2 Labradors. And as for your mongrel, no one can even figure out his pedigree. He's old and ugly and skinny as an old hag.
Oh, certainly. But I will not let you talk of my dog. He is one of the best. This dog, you see, Bloodhound is greater than your lab. Your lab is like something you can find in all stores. Dog keepers have them all over by dozens. The Bloodhound, you have to search. This is one of a kind dog. I saw it.
Your Labrador is nothing compared to my blood. Your Bloodhound is nothing compared to my Labrador.
You see, I can see, Natalia, that you certainly think that I am blind man or fool, okay? But at least be it will to admit that your Labrador has short lower jaw. No good dog. No snap. I'm sorry. That's it. It's bad dog.
I don't believe my ears.
Well, has it begun again?
Sir, please, we're just having a nice conversation, but tell her that Labrador is not the dog when you're looking at
Papa,
But
please tell
everyone
this man.
knows that the Labrador is a better dog. Everyone knows that.
What? You're confused again, my good man. You remember, Labrador has short jaw at the bottom. It cannot snap.
Permit me, my dear man. Now, your dog is good enough. He has good breed, comes from good stock, has good haunches and all, but he has 2 main problems. He's old, and he has a short lower jaw.
My bloodhound is better. I tell you the truth. Now.
I'm very sensitive about this subject, and I'm going to ask that you stop this insanity right now.
Wait. Oh, let us just keep to the facts. Excuse me. The Marushkins have already told me that when we were going hunting, your Labrador was doing nothing. You know, all the other dogs were chasing after the fox's scent.
They slowed him down because the Count hit him with the whip. Everyone knows that.
But precisely why did they do that? Because your Labrador go bite sheep. What?
You need to stop it right now. Now, everyone knows that the Count hit him with the whip because he's like everybody else. All of you are all the same. You see something different to come into the scene, and you just count it off. You're all the same.
I remember something. It was not that.
I remember something too. What was it then?
You know something? I don't like your form.
Nice sort of hunter you are. You would be better off in the kitchen wrestling with potato peelings than going fox hunting.
Hey, what type of hunter are you? You're a walking disease factory waiting to happen. If you get on a horse, he's just going to shake you to death.
You only ride around for flattery. You just want to flatter the Count.
And whatever.
You are an intriguer, a swindler. That's what you are. What are you going to do? You old man. Loafer. I am a
You
loser.
monster.
Oh,
You
Baby.
quack.
what? Wait, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that your poor wife beat you.
And your housekeeper wears the trousers in the family.
Here, there. Oh, here, wait. My shoulder, my left shoulder, tearing apart.
Nice sort of hunter you are. You can't even sit on a horse. Papa, what's the matter with him? Ivan Vasilievich, he's dead. He's dead, Papa.
What is all this noise about?
He's dead. He's dead. Oh my God, doctor. Doctor.
What? Oh my God, he is dead. I should have shot myself. I should have killed myself. What? He won't drink. He is dead.
What have we done?
I should have cut myself. Bring the knife. Some too.
What's going on? My heart. What am I? What is going on here?
Here she is. Marry her now. The devil take you both.
Where am I? Oh, my leg.
Here she is. She's willing. Kiss her.
Yes, I'm willing.
You said something?
Kiss her.
Oh, yes, I remember. Again, I will say that the property is mine.
And now I'm sure you will remember that your bloodhound is way worse than our last one.
No, I cannot.
And the married life begins. Champagne!
Worse! Worse!
It is better.
Can I help you? Do you know you would look fantastic on a widescreen? 70 millimeters.
Look, do you want to see a menu or what?
Let's negotiate. What's the soup du jour today?
For the day, you got your choice of Polish dark blood or cream of kidney.
Beautiful, beautiful. Kick me in the kidney.
Got it.
Any oyster crackers on your seabed?
Nope, all out.
What about your special today? Spread out your
You
options.
got your deep fried gizzards,
Fabulous.
calf spring with okra,
You are a
and
temptress.
pickled pig's feet.
Pig's feet? I love it. Put me down for a quadruped.
You say so.
Any sprouts to go with those feet?
Iceberg.
So be it. Ah! Hey, Marcus, what's up?
Jesus!
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, man.
Hey, man, take a seat.
I don't get it, Al. I don't understand.
You need something? You want something? I'll call the waitress.
No. Don't even try. I don't know what's been going on today, Al.
Like what?
Like right from the time I got up.
What is it, man? What's the story?
Well, for example, this morning, I stopped off at this drugstore to buy some aspirin. Now, this is a big drugstore, right?
Yeah.
And I just walk up to the counter, and this guy says to me, "What can I do for you?" I say, "Well, give me a bottle of aspirin." He gives me this funny look and says, "Oh, we don't have that, sir." I say, "You a drugstore and you don't have any aspirin?"
They have Buford,
Yeah.
Tylenol,
Yeah.
Advil,
Yeah.
but no aspirin?
No.
Why?
And that's the kind of weird thing that's been happening all day. It's like, I go to the newsstand to buy the Daily News, and the guy never even heard of me.
Well, maybe it was a misunderstanding.
I've asked every place. Nobody had the news. I had to read the Toronto Hairdresser. Or this. I go to a deli at lunchtime to buy a sandwich, and the guy say he don't have any pastrami. How you a deli and you don't have any pastrami?
Was it a Korean deli?
This was a kosher from a Jerusalem deli. Oh, we don't carry that, sir. Have some time. I just got in a cab, and this guy says we're gonna go to 56th Street. He offers to take me to Newark instead. Looking at me like I'm some type of alien or something.
Mark, settle down.
Oh, we don't go there, sir.
Marcus, calm down, man.
Do you know what this is?
Sure.
What is it? What's happening to me?
You're in Philadelphia.
I'm in the what?
You're in Philadelphia, that's all.
What? I'm in.
Yes, physically you're in New York, but metaphysically you're in Philadelphia.
I never heard of this.
Well, you see, inside of what we know as reality, there are these little pockets, these little black holes that we call Philadelphians. And inside of them, you experience exactly the kind of shit you've been running into all day.
Why?
Because in a Philadelphia, you just can't get what you want. You need to get something done, it won't get done. You want to go somewhere, you can't get from here to there.
Good God, so this must be very serious.
Marcus, just remember, this is a condition named after the city that invented the cheesesteak. Something that nobody in their right mind would believe we asked for.
I just thought I was having a bad day.
Sure, millions of people have spent entire lifetimes in Philadelphia and never even knew it. Think of the city of Philadelphia itself, hopelessly trapped forever in Philadelphia, and do they even know it?
So, what should I do? Should I just kill myself now and get it over with?
Try to kill yourself in Philadelphia, you're only going to get hurt, babe.
So what should I do?
You should just wait until the great cosmic train comes and whisk you out of the city of brotherly love and on to someplace happier.
You're pretty goddamn calm today.
Everybody has to be someplace.
Is your name Adam Chase?
Indeed it is.
There was a phone call for you. Your boss?
Cool.
He says you're fired.
Okay, thanks.
Did you just say you got fired?
Yeah, I wonder what happened to my pigs.
But Al, you loved your job.
Hey man, no sweat.
How can you be so calm?
Easy. You woke up in Philadelphia, I woke up in Los Angeles, and life is beautiful. You know, Susie packed up and left me this morning.
Susie left you.
Yeah, and frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a shit. I say, let go, and God bless, and make your dating pool be Olympic size.
But Al, the Garment District was your life.
I turn into a movie script, sell it to Paramount. Adding a little sex, a little emotional, blah, blah, blah. Picture the Jack and Dempsey, and you got yourself a Garment movie with a background. If not relevant enough, I'll throw in the hole in the ozone and make it EC.
EC.
Environmentally correct. Marcus, I know you've heard of this hole in the ozone.
Sure.
I love this concept. I embrace the ozone. Sure, millions of people will get hurt in the process. Meanwhile, everybody else will tan a little bit faster.
So, this is a Los Angeles.
Well, everybody has to be someplace.
Oh, wow.
You want my advice? Enjoy your Philadelphia. Sit back, order yourself a bud and a burger, and enjoy yourself.
But I can't order anything here. Everything is great for you on your cosmic beach. But whatever I ask for, I'll just get a cheesesteak or something.
It's a very simple rule of thumb in Philadelphia. Just ask for the opposite.
What?
Just ask for the opposite. You want the daily news, ask for the Times. You want the pastrami, ask for the tongue.
Oh.
Works great with women. What's more opposite than the opposite sex? Yeah. So, would you like a bud?
I sure could.
No. Do you want a bud?
No, I don't want a bud.
Great. There's the waitress. Order yourself a bud and a burger, but don't ask for a bud and a burger.
Wait.
No, don't call her. You're in Philadelphia, so just figure, fuck her.
Fuck her.
You don't need that waitress.
Fuck that with you.
And everything to do with her.
Hey, wait. Fuck you.
Can I help you, sir?
That's how you serve.
Can I help you?
No pants?
Okay, what do you have?
Excellent.
Well, how about some mojo?
Sorry, squeeze are broken.
Glass of milk?
Cal's dry.
Eggnog?
Just ran out.
Got any ale?
No.
Porter?
Just beer.
Stout?
All out.
That's too bad. How about some Heineken?
Heineken, try again.
Golden Rock?
Out of stock.
Shields?
Nips.
Backs?
Next.
Sapporo?
Tomorrow.
Only sorry?
Hard car.
Bud Light?
Just plain bud is all we got.
No thanks.
I'm glad. Anything to eat?
No.
What do you want?
Pork chops,
Hamburger.
medium,
Well done.
baked potato,
French
and
fries.
some zucchini.
Slice of raw. Burn one.
Marcus, that was excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. You sure you've never done this before?
I've spent so much of my life asking for the wrong things, but I didn't know that doing it on purpose comes easy.
I hear you.
I could have saved myself so much trouble if I'd have just screwed up on purpose all those years. Maybe I was in Philadelphia all along and never knew it.
Or you could have been in Baltimore. They're practically the same thing.
One bud and a cheesesteak.
Excuse me, what is this?
Cheesesteak?
I didn't know what it is. I had the cream of kidney and the 2 pairs of feet.
Sorry, we don't have that, sir.
I beg your pardon.
We don't have that, sir.
You son of a bitch. You brought me into your Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, Al.
You brought me into your fucking Philadelphia.
I didn't know you
Oh,
could say this.
God, don't let me be in Philadelphia. Don't let me be in it.
Shouldn't you say the opposite? I mean, since you're
I taught you everything you know about Philly, asshole.
you're really not
Do you see the cheese on that steak? What do I need for proof? The fucking Liberty Bell? Waitress, bring me a glass of water.
We don't have that, sir.
We don't have that, sir. What do you think, we're in some kind of sudden drought? Oh, man. Susie left me. I lost my job. I gotta get out of here, man. Wait, where's the payphone?
We ain't got no phone, sir.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't got a phone. I gotta get out of here, man.
I don't know. I mean, it's not that bad in Philadelphia.
Try being in a Cleveland all week.
What's that like?
It's like death without the advantages.
Really? You understand?
Don't know if I do. Sharon. Hi. Thank you.
And everybody has to be someplace. So.
Look at her. Where? At the bar. Miss Bottle Blonde in the red sweater with the Marlboro man. What about her? She's ruining him for other women. What are you talking about? Well, look at her. Oh, Jesus, Sandy, be subtle. You see what I mean? Well, she is sort of classically pretty. No, you innocent. I'm not talking about that. You're pretty. I'm pretty. Lots of women are pretty. Men don't really care about that. I'm talking about that sweater. I've seen it at Blooming's and it didn't come with those buttons. And you see how she's sewn little glittery bits here and there? For God's sakes, don't stare. I'm trying to see. So this is a woman who sews new sparkly buttons and sequins on her new red sweater. And you see how it stretches just so across Not slutty, but very, very suggestive. Very much an invitation. Touch these, oh please. These are guys to be touched. You know you want to. Oh please, oh please.
Kyra, what is going on with you today?
And I'll bet you $50 for underwear matches. For another 10 out, you can bet I can tell you the color.
A, you can never prove it. And B, what is going on with you?
Lavender. $10 on lavender.
Does it strike you as this disturbing that you're spending this much time worried about another woman's underwear? Why are you being so...
And listen to that laugh. All tickly soprano with her bridle just so. I bet she took classes. When she dumps him, and she will, I'm telling you, he's going to be ruined for other women.
Oh no, did you call Danny?
Do you know what color my underwear is?
Call me crazy, but I never once thought to wonder. Why did you call Danny? You knew what he would say.
Blue panties look sagging elastic and an ivory, formerly white bra.
What is wrong with you today?
You know what? I did call Danny.
You knew what he would say.
I hate that woman. She's evil. That's how she wins.
Why are you being so terrible? You knew what he would say. Was it horrible?
Tim Buck said she's a serious boyfriend stiller.
I'm serious. I'm not having this conversation. You're drowning in bile here, and I will absolutely not join you. I know it's painful, but it's time we moved on before everybody can't stand you. It would be different if you were sad, but you've gotten hard and rancorous and mean.
Well, women wouldn't be such bitches if men weren't such dogs.
Men are not dogs.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Men are lovely.
Oh, puke.
Kyra, when a man is really committed to you, you don't have to keep him. He keeps himself.
You know what? You make me sick. You really do. It's all platitudes with you. You're so far removed from the hell of the meat market. You have convinced yourself that men are these worthy creatures who only need the love of a good woman to turn them into princes.
It's true.
That is such a pile of crap. What fairy tale do you think this is? Prince Charming doesn't stay with Sleeping Beauty because he meets Snow White, who he leaves for Rapunzel, who he leaves for Goldilocks. And note the theme here. Younger. Always younger.
You're describing a certain number of men only.
Every man is a seducible hound.
Look, you're ridiculous.
When push comes to shove and bump comes to grind, the trouser worm wins every time.
That's
No exception.
absolutely not true.
Name one, including Priest.
Lou Gehrig,
Based on...
that movie. What's that movie?
You mean Prada B and Q's.
Yes.
The 1942 movie starring Gary Cooper and Teresa Wright. This is your evidence. A movie script from the 40s. That's a little feeble, isn't it? P.S. Gary Cooper had a long, passionate affair with Patricia Neal while he was still married to his wife, Veronica. No movies. They're a crap anyways. It's their fault we believe all this bogus, cotton candy, fairy bullshit.
the real man.
Based on...
He committed suicide after his wife died.
Which is a good case for neediness, codependence, and emotional instability, but hardly proof of fidelity. Get out of Hollywood, look into the real world. How about people we actually know?
Bobby Stratton.
Bobby and Rebecca Cuddly Pie.
That's what I meant. I've never seen a couple so devoted to each other. He calls her, he's always attentive, sends her
That
flowers.
man came on to me last New Year's Eve.
At my house?
In the bedroom when I went to get my coat. He came on to me so hard I almost screamed rape.
Was he drunk?
Does it matter?
No, you're right, no.
Yeah. The Cuddly Pie has some curdled cream in it. It was disgusting. Kind of edges you over to my rancorous world, huh?
All right. My grandfather, married to my grandmother for 66 years, and never once strayed in thought, word, or deed.
How do you know?
I just know. I know him.
Yeah, you know him now as a geezer. What about his 20s or 30s?
Not a chance.
You don't know.
He couldn't.
How do you know?
He isn't that kind of man.
Sandy, every man is that kind of man.
All right, Richard.
Well. I was wondering when you want to mention Saint Richard the Wonderful.
I don't want him inside this awful conversation.
So you think Saint Richard wouldn't stray?
Yes, absolutely.
You got to be joking. introduce him in half an hour, and he doesn't even like me.
Oh, he likes you all right.
Okay, fine. Then make it 15 minutes.
You are high on bitterness.
I'm telling you.
What are you talking about? This is exactly why I did not want to mention him inside this awful conversation. You always turn it into some type of bet, dare, or challenge or something. Think what you want, it would never happen.
Want to bet?
No.
Okay, so you're having a few doubts.
I had maturity.
An excuse commonly described as doubtful.
I don't want my marriage or my husband the subject of this mean-spirited bet.
Look at it this way. If you're right, you'll have the rare pleasure of seeing me make an ass of myself.
I can see that in aerobics class.
And well, again. Someone is turning a little bitchy. Someone is having a few doubts. Come on. Chicken, what have you got to lose?
You as a friend.
Okay, so you won't take the bet. I'll consider that my proof.
You can consider it anything you want. I know Richard and I trust him completely.
In fact, maybe I'll try anyway, just to satisfy both our curiosities. Admit it, you're curious.
Only about how you're going to feel when you lose.
And you'll probably tell him to ruin the sports.
Why would I do that? He'd say no on his own.
You're that sure?
Let me put it this way. If you can take him, you can have him.
I can? Oh, goody. And here I'm just going to settle for $50.
And you know what you have? One less friend and one more cheating man on your list. I know you're hurting right now, and I am not about to tell you what you deserve to hear. But be careful, Kyla. This is a dangerous game you're playing.
Let the games begin.
You from here? Breakdown. Nearest town is.
Look, I don't want to be rude. Leave me the fuck alone.
What did you do? Murder? Armed robbery. Break someone's portable apart? Read the song? Ah, that's murder of a king. Did you murder a king down in Vegas?
Yeah, I murdered a king.
Fabulous. I left the dishes in the sink. I left the chicken out to the frost. I did go in now. My husband remembered no difference. Except for some I left in the microwave. It's a hump day. If he leaves now, nothing will happen that I can't take back.
I really don't care.
That's okay.
Then don't go back. Keep walking. Decision made.
But this picture, my husband coming home with a stick of rotten chicken. The dishes with soap scum on them. The bed not made. Are the problems of a domestic nature?
Who fucking who?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I love this little house.
Great. Enjoy it. I was here first. Get lost.
Well, can't we share? If I had known somebody was going to be here in this spot that is just perfect for just barely seeing where I live, I would have made cookies.
I was here first. It's mine.
I'll stand over here.
Don't you speak English?
I always wanted to speak German. My grandmother was German.
Was she a Nazi? Did she bake Jews like casseroles?
No, she was crazy though. Not as crazy as my great-grandmother. She loved Himmler. Had a picture of him on the third floor landing of a house in Nebraska. She used to have long conversations with it.
Fabulous. I'm really glad you told me that.
You're not. You want me to leave. You want to go home.
Does a bear shit in the woods?
course it does.
Yep.
So, we both want to be here, but for very different reasons. You want to be alone, I want to not be so alone.
I have a knife. It's dull, but still a knife.
We're not men, we don't need to fight it out.
I think we do.
Well, I'll stand over here, you stay there. Surely there's enough room for both of us.
Why are you here? It's the middle of nowhere. A car hasn't been by for over an hour. An hour. How can you thumb for the ride if the ride never comes?
I live just down the road.
You mean where that long column of smoke is?
You breakfast, sweetie.
Don't you think you should go take care of that?
Just burning the trash.
What if it gets out of hand? It's very dry here.
Not my problem. Nevada was meant to burn.
Air pollution, destruction of property, loss of life. Seriously, go take care of that.
It'll burn itself out.
Not without some help.
So false to carry. Obvious.
Yeah, you got me. I mean, is that even your house? Why burn it down? I mean, I can respect a firebug.
Honestly,
Oh, sure.
you respect me.
I'd respect you more if you come take care of that fire.
There'll be traces of memory on the air now. Traces of love and hate and indifference.
Okay, lady.
Oh, it's Bruce. You wouldn't have to be Naomi, would you?
Was that an explosion?
Never mind. I'm Ruth. No last name today. Nothing tops up to anyone or anything except this bit of Highway 50, which we can both share. And who are you, other than fierce guardian of the Black Top?
I don't have a name.
Because you murdered a king.
Of course.
I can call you anything I want. Naomi it is.
No, I hate that name.
Too bad, Naomi.
I said no.
Does anyone listen when a woman says no?
Apparently not.
Well, that's the first honest thing you said.
Honest Abe, that's me.
Apparently not. I just burned my house down, Naomi. What have you done?
Quit calling me that hateful name.
Am I to guess now?
Don't you go to jail for burning your house down?
Sure, if they catch you. What'd you do? Just curious. No judgments here. God knows I've killed and buried my share of friends and enemies alike. I've always loved this view. It's just perfect for seeing where I live. Or used to live now. So what do we do now? Do you want me to help you look, Naomi?
No. I don't want your help, I don't want your company, and I don't want you here in my spot. How more clear can I make this?
Oh dear.
Yeah, get moving, lady.
It's Ruth.
Ruth, Duluth, whatever.
Fine, I can take a hint. Subtle as you are, dearie. But here's my price. You have to tell me what you did. Only fair. I shared. Now it's your turn. Otherwise, I'll just keep following you.
You'll really go?
Sure, Greta. You can almost see the smoke. Almost.
Did you really burn your house down? It's not, Greta.
I put a coffee cup full of gasoline in the microwave.
That's just your word.
Believe me, Naomi or Greta or Ruth or...
Oh, it's Phoebe, god damn it. How can I believe anything you say?
Phoebe. What a beautiful name. Phoebe. I don't have to answer to that.
Then what's the point?
Two strangers on the road less traveled. That's the point. I told you something, gave you my trust. I've just confessed to arson, as you pointed out, a punishable offense. Especially when you left 3 children tied up in the kitchen watching the microwave. That annoying border collie my husband insisted on buying for $500. $500! I haven't had a new pair of pants in 3 years, and he goes about the $500 dog. It was just too much.
Okay.
I'm not crazy. I'm probably gonna get caught. Fingerprints, DNA evidence. Now this confession. I'm not a very good serious?
Yes. I could turn you in for reward.
What?
For the baby killing, puppy frying, lady arsonist.
Well, but that would take time. They would have to charge me. And, oh my God, I would have to escape in a blaze of gunfire. I don't have a gun. I could throw rocks.
Fine! Whatever. You want to know what I did? I beat the hell out of the skank my boyfriend was banging. She's in the hospital. And you know what? She died. That bitch never woke up. I got real problems, and I'm not making this up. Not like you, psycho weirdo. Nobody burns up their kids and dogs. Nobody.
It's not a new idea for you. Such a nice name. Will you take him back? Your kind always does.
Take him back? No.
You will. You'll come back to Vegas, sniff around. Because you got that itch you mistake for true love, when it's really just an itch. You'll crawl back to him and you'll forget. And you'll go blind and deaf again. Because it's love. And no one understands him. No one makes him feel, no one makes you feel the way you do. Shut up! You're already thinking he needs to be forgiven. After all the other girls did.
You said you'd leave if I told you.
I did, didn't I? Well, we could hook up. Go on a cross-country spree or sometime. We both killed, so maybe Robert. Goodbye, Ruth. The secret to getting away with the crime is not to tell anyone. At least not leave anyone alive who knows what you did. My memories are burning now. And we've got the stretch of nowhere they lost in this fine day. It was nice talking to you. Until then, until the next man, and the next one, chillin', free. Will I keep my promise?
Nobody burns up their kids and dogs, no. Body.
This isn't the patron saint of assholes.
Guess what I did today?
You sat and pondered your next great masterpiece?
No. Guess again.
Well, I never guessed these things right.
No. Never. You're not even close to warm.
Cold.
Colder.
Freezing.
You're an iceberg.
Thanks for the keys.
You're all set.
I appreciate you lending me your place.
My space.
Mind if I get a beer?
Why should I mind now? I'll get it for you. Guess.
Right hand.
No. Guess again.
Other right.
No. Guess again.
Left foot.
Guess again.
I don't think I need to guess anymore.
You never guessed what I did today.
Did not.
So?
So?
Aren't you the least
Why
of it?
should I care about what you do anymore? You kicked me out of
Out of
the
the
apartment,
apartment, but not out of my
your
life. I'll tell you what I did today.
Look, I got Beanie in the car. I just came by to get the keys. This is gonna take.
You got Beanie in the car? Why didn't you bring her in? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to confuse her.
I'll get her some water.
No, she has water and her food and her shoes. She's fine. You'll see her on the weekend.
I'm still her mommy.
No, you're not. You're her weekends only mommy. Her only when things are fun mommy. I'm the one that walks her every morning, and I'm the one cleaning up all her
Yeah, I'm very glad she doesn't crap on Saturdays and Sundays because that would suck.
Thanks for the keys. I really should be getting out.
What, before this turns ugly?
Thank God we were never married.
Do you hate me yet?
How am I supposed to answer that?
Well, I have an answer for you. How's this?
Oh.
Oh, that's all you have to say.
Yes.
I thought
what?
it would make you laugh.
For 3 years I asked you to get it pierced. Now that we're not together, all of
I
a sudden.
finally followed your advice. Irony. Get it?
Yes, we so pleased.
I'm just a bitch.
Yes, you are. Can I touch it?
Ow! Be careful. It hurts like hell. Your hands are cold.
It's turning blue, kind of pinkish blue.
A bruise.
So why'd you get it? You want to tell me anyway, right?
Listen, I'm letting you use this place up hours, and I'm letting you use the extra keys again. So,
What the hell is this, Marion?
do you want to hear how it happened or don't you?
What choice do I have?
I didn't go to Bloomingdale's to get it done. I went to a little cosmetology school down in the Bowery. I thought they would be careful, clean, cautious, considerate.
Catatonic?
I told them I was changing my mind. I was frightened. There was a little plastic gun. There wasn't even any ice. I thought they'd be ice.
You are great, you know.
I did this for you.
Did you rehearse this? Because you're like being really weird.
I saw myself hanging upside down in the mirror on the wall behind the students. I went blue for you. My eyes went purple and my cheeks felt like plums, and my lips, they went numb. They went cold. They went greenish. And just when I thought I was about to be sick, I went cold. Freezing.
You were an iceberg.
I went numb because of you. I went cold. I went blue.
But you're here now. And your stomach looks so...
Oh, it feels so good.
You need to get this thing out of you. Go to the bathroom and get a cold rag so I can...
It's fucking Florence Nightingale.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm not the one standing here puking my guts out while my stomach is bloating into the Goodyear blimp. So just shut your mouth and help me.
No fucking way.
Same old man.
I want it now. I'm not taking it out.
Yes, Marion, you are.
No, I'm not.
Just let me.
Get your hands.
What the hell do you want from me, Marion? You know what? I came by to get the keys. That's all I did.
You got what you wanted the minute you came through the door. Why did you stay?
Why do I always stay?
You should go.
I should. Beanie needs me, Beanie's in it.
I know she is.
I'm sorry you're so cold.
Cold?
I'll drop Beanie off.
Friday. Cold. Colder. Freezing. Iceberg.
Stars. Like the party?
Very much. Like me?
Very much.
When people, what I mean is, do you believe suicide is more anger or sorrow?
I have heard both.
Well, I met a man named Norwood Strunther in Southampton at a club called The Dunes. It's out of business, but that's when it first opened, and me and my husband had a rental on Shelter Island, and my husband left me there.
What for?
My husband is very effective.
I know that. You know I know that.
Drink, kiss, enjoy yourself off talking to a client.
He's very effective.
So there I was, 5 o'clock Saturday afternoon in Southampton, smiling and bored, and there was Norwood Strunther, wearing a blue linen blazer, a red and yellow tie, silly and snappy. Men liked him, patted him on the back, kidding him about being a bachelor. And then, me finally in my ascending position, hello there, Norwood, you squeaky little bachelor, how are you? Say something. And he did. Bartender, tell my husband I'm going to the movies. I was in Norwood's bedroom in a half an hour. We were kissing and hugging. He undressed me grand. It took him a while to undress himself. It took me a while to notice it. But then I seen he had a small sexual organ. Tiny.
Oh.
I kissed him and said, stop it, it didn't matter.
Get it?
Of course it did. He muttered something about reality, stuck his head under a pillow like a little boy. And then I betrayed my husband again, but this time with the abstract misery. The sea was pounding, the surf was rolling, and that gorgeous moonlight, and me and Norwood in that bed,
By the sound of the sea?
and my husband who hoped I liked the movie.
What does this have to do with suicide?
Look at the moon.
All right. I met a woman who said she was a school teacher in a bar at Columbus Ave. We have a really good time. I leave about 11. She's looking at me like I'm an angel from heaven. I go home. My telephone rings. It's her, 5 in the morning. Sounding terrible. Help! Right now. What's the matter? Get over here now. So I go back to her place, and now she's looking at me like I'm a demon from hell. What's the matter? Did you call me last night? She says, no. You sure? I'm sure. She said she received a call from a man who she thought sounded like me, asking for $200. She said since she had a good time with me, she would do this for me. And I told her to meet the man at Central Park West at midnight. Whatever else she had. And she went. Since he was there sitting in the swing. And she seen shadows of God there for sex. And a guy came up to her in a cowboy. And she said she knelt down on her knee, pulled on his mouth, and gave him sex. She said she felt, well, debased, but delivered. And terribly, terribly alive. She asked me, did I do this? I said no.
Do you expect me to believe this?
Well, it's true.
Was it you? You sent some man to do that to her for $200, which he kicked back to you anyway?
Probably, but it wasn't.
I believe it was.
It wasn't.
It was you.
Did you keep up with Noah?
Well, I read about him in the Long Island newspaper 2 years later in that beach house with 2 big pistols, one on each side of his head. They said it was nothing left at the top of his neck.
Point as a conversation.
Yes.
You laughed at her. I still have money. Point fucking conversation.
But did she die?
She's in the other room.
You saw her again?
We got her.
Still?
Still.
You told me that awful story about your wife. Do you even like your wife?
Very much.
Then why are you here?
Why are you?
I wish I knew.
No stars.
I'm shaking.
I don't feel very good either.
I'm really upset.
So am I.
555-5492.
Okay.
Okay.
Star.
Bright.
Hard.
Cold.
Some things never change.
You know.
Jesus fucking Christ. Disgusting.
Hey, have you ever just wanted to stand up in public, whip your dick out, and start pissing on people's heads?
No.
Or like walk into that Barnes and Nobles on 66 and take a long noisy shit right in the middle of that floor?
No.
There was this girl in the park the other day, over by the green benches, over by the Stone Amphitheater. You know where all the Chinese massagers hang out selling their incense and sex little stuff? She was sitting cross-legged on this plastic office mat, painting a smiley face on this humongous veiny dildo. She'd glued like gold loopy earrings on it and hair, and it had a little diamond necklace where the shaft hit the bowls. It was weird, but she was so beautiful. She didn't have a thumb, just a stub with 2 butterfly wings tattooed on it. She reminded me of one of those circus freaks from when we were young. She had a purple bob wig covered in glitter. You know, the big clown wigs, and popcorn, and glow sticks.
Yeah.
Hey, how many times a week do you whack off?
3 or 4?
That's it?
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes more. Sometimes I don't for weeks. Depends on mood I'm in. Why?
You hear that, baby?
Yeah.
What do you think the mother would do if I walked back there, grabbed it, and just started running down the aisle to the dining car? Or if I went back there and just started kicking it in the side of the head saying, "Shut up, baby! Shut up, I said!"
What time do you think we'll get there?
Probably around 3 or 4.
You think Robert will pick us up?
Nope, I fucking hate one.
What time do you think it is now?
Like 1 something.
I used to want to be a marine biologist that specialized in killer whales. Orchidus orchid is their scientific name. The lions of the sea, perfection in nature. Have you ever seen one of those videos like National Geographic of an orca attacking a seal on the beach? It's like the seal's immortal, and some guy has called upon a magical sea creature to exact its revenge. It's frolicking on the edge of the shore, barking and rubbing itself on the rocks. And then out of the ocean, you see this black and white silhouette materialize and tear through the crest of the wave, sliding onto shore, pouncing on the seal with one great thrust and sucking it back out to sea. When I was little, my father would read me these books called Harry the Wayward Whale. All of them were about this young rebellious killer whale named Harry that was constantly separating from his pod, going off into secret adventures by himself, pissing off great white sharks, getting caught in fish nets, stuff like that. And then at the end of all the books, just in the nick of time, his dad would show up and bail him out. There'd be a moral, and they'll swim off into the sunset together in search of their pod. My dad and I always read it out loud together like a chorus. He'd kiss me on my head, turn off my desk light, and I'd fall asleep. All right.
Are you sure Robert's coming to pick us up?
I don't know.
Well, did you call him?
No.
He's always touching my fucking leg.
He does not.
He does too, and whenever I'm at Dad's house taking a piss, he always finds a reason to walk in and sneak a peek at my dick.
That's completely not true. He's been cool to the both of us, and you know it.
Do you know what Robert did before he met Dad? He was a fucking prostitute. He was even in a porno. He used to suck guys' dicks for money. How else you think I found out Dad was a fag?
Where are you going? That's the gay porn.
Funny, fuck you. I feel like I can't breathe on this fucking train. I feel like I'm about to throw up. What time is it?
I don't know. I think we're still in Connecticut. Remember that time Dad took us well watching and we got really sick?
No.
We were both really little. You were like 7 or 8, and I was like 5 or something. Mom packed us both lunch boxes with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and Nutter Butters. And you stole my sandwich and ate it, and told me that a bird had swooped down and picked it off while I wasn't looking. And that if I wanted it back, I had to still want the bird's babies and hold it for ransom until he gave in and returned the sandwich. That was the first time I saw Robert. I mean, the first time I was introduced to him was 5 years ago, but he was talking to Dad that day on the book.
I don't remember that.
I do. Did Dad ever touch you?
Nah. You?
No. But he would, in the bath sometimes, he'd have me touch him.
Last night, I dreamed all of this was gonna happen. I dreamt about the phone call, about Aunt Martha coming to pick us up, and the train ride. There was this room. I could hear water dripping in footsteps, and for some reason my dick was out. There was blood all over the head of it and all over my feet. Dad was standing in the middle of the room. His skin was white like porcelain. It stretched into every corner, into the walls till it became the walls. And each time he breathed, the room would breathe with him. At first it seemed easy. He seemed proud. Proud the breath was steady in his arm. I smiled at him. And he opened his mouth to smile back, and water exploded out of it like vomit. I felt it hit my face, and I thought I was going to throw up. His eyes, they split, and they went black, and exploded like a balloon washing the blood clean.
You think Robert will pick us up?
I don't know. If he doesn't, we can always call a taxi and just go to the hospital ourselves.
Killer whales are often confused for whales, when in fact, they're dolphins. They're the largest dolphins known to man, and have been living in the ocean for centuries. Many scientists believe they're the most intelligent creatures on Earth. I believe they're the closest creatures to God. When you watch them swimming in the wild with their young, you know you're witnessing genius, perfection in nature. I remember June 17, 1997, better than any day of my life. I remember a Chinese food restaurant in Mill Valley, California, where I lived with my brother, mother, and father. I remember my father ordering chicken fried rice because he knew it was my favorite. I remember love, family, man, Robert. I remember some cheesy Betty Midler song. I remember love, sorry, and sick. I remember the car, a new car, a Mercedes, and rain, and the feel of my face against the black leather of the back seat. There was silence and the sound of windshield wipers. I dreamt I was on an ocean. I dreamt I was on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and the sounds of the rain faded to the sounds of the sea. I was watching, waiting for a glimpse of God, and beside me was my dad, with his fishing pole, and his favorite black and red checkered flannel shirt. We were both watching Star Rising, drinking cocoa, and I was happy.
the ocean from here.
Yes.
Where do I look?
South.
Which way is that?
The way you're facing.
I'm not seeing it.
That's right. You asked me if I could see the ocean from here. There are lovely views upstairs in the bedroom. But since you'll never be in the bedroom, you will never see the ocean from here.
I am.
Why are you even in this house?
The door was open.
There's plenty of private property between my door and the road.
And a handsome property it is. Your apple trees are still in bloom. They're all gone by the city. Nice house, too.
So glad you approve.
Strange that I've never been here before. I guess Henry only had his top-tier artists out to visit.
No,
No.
this was his refuge. This is where he went to escape the whole crazy lot of you.
But Sam's been here. He described the place to me.
Sam's a neighbor. That's different.
So just your rich clients, then?
Or maybe just the loyal ones. I'm sorry. A word that was unfamiliar to you? Loyal? L-O-Y?
Loyalty can't afford to be blind. Earned good service.
And you were very well taken care of.
Where would I be now if I had stayed? With Henry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about Henry. Truly.
So sorry those were the first words out of your mouth.
I sent the note. You never replied.
Get out of my house, Eric.
Look, if you didn't want me here, you could have avoided all of this with a phone call.
I had nothing to say to you.
Fine. Then you could have simply packed the pieces up and shipped them to me.
Anything belonging to you was sent long ago.
Not the 4 black paintings.
You mean the portraits?
They're not portraits.
That's funny. It's odd how much your work can change years after being completed.
Just because something is inspired by a living subject does not make it a portrait. Don't pretend to such simple-minded ideas.
They don't belong to you.
I made them,
You made many things which no longer belong
for
to you.
which I was compensated.
Oh, you want money?
I want what's mine. Your father knew that those works were only for safekeeping.
They didn't belong to Henry. They belonged to me.
No! You invented that, and then convinced yourself it was true, but I never said it. We've been through all of this.
That's right, and that's why I never answer your phone calls.
And the facts haven't changed. What did you think I would give up? That you could outlast me? The next step is yours. You understand that, I hope.
I'd be pretty stupid if I did it. You've threatened it in every message.
Is that what you want?
You're too cheap to hurt me.
Ellen's already found me.
Helen? Of course. You just go from one nursemaid to the next. Tell me, now that it doesn't matter anymore, were you sleeping with her before you left us?
I'm not sleeping with her.
Here, I thought she slept with all her clients. I guess she's not quite the full service provider you expect.
Do you really want to throw rocks in that particular neighborhood?
I assure you, I have nothing on Helen. You were my sole mistake in that area. And my last.
Why do you have to make it like this?
Why do I have to make
People have affairs. They end, they move on.
That's not what this is about.
Then what the hell is this about?
What you did to my father.
I did not do anything to your father.
Besides killing him, destroying his will to fight,
I made a business decision. An artist has a right to change venues if his gallery can no longer place his work.
the artist has a right to know when his work is becoming inferior and repetitive, and that he needs to look within himself.
Interesting that you can never make those critiques when they might have mattered.
As if you didn't listen.
That's not the point, is it?
You're right. I saw what was happening, and I was a coward. I was afraid I was going to scare you away. Soon.
Give me my goddamn pants, Diane. What is that?
Ashes.
That's not Henry, is it?
No. He wanted to be scattered over the ocean before sunrise. He used to wake up every morning before sunrise with a cup of coffee while the world slept. And he'd call his friends in London and think of ways that day of how he picked up his artist.
He did me a lot of good. I can never say otherwise. He loved painters, not these idiots with their shellacked cow intestines and videos. I miss him this past year. This is both of you.
How sweet.
But he lost his touch. Or maybe he was just tired. He only had time for Sam, Masako, fucking Reinhardt. I
That's
barely
because-
spoke to him those past few months.
That's because he knew I was taking care of you. Who sold your last half dozen pieces?
It was his gallery.
I did.
I needed his attention, his approval.
And I would have taken care of you long after Henry was gone.
It's not the same. I mean, I'm grateful, especially since you were selling work you clearly hated.
That's not what I said.
But how long ago were those sales?
How many paintings has Helen sold for you?
I hear Reinhardt left, went to Gagosian,
Good riddance.
and Sam's thinking about it.
Not that he's told me, but at least he had the decency to wait till Henry died.
So if I had waited a year, I'd be off the hook.
No,
Why?
you don't listen. Because I was the one taking care of you.
You see, this is about you and me. And you're lying to yourself using Henry as a shield.
Get out of my house, Eric.
Look, we loved you. We all loved having you involved in our business. You were the strong right hand the old guy needed, but Henry was irreplaceable.
Apparently not.
One piece
One piece of what?
to what you asked her for. Helen sold one piece from my last show, and I haven't been paid for it.
For you.
Made me wonder about leaving Henry. Leaving you. It's always easier to blame someone else. I thought it was strong stuff. I got away from the blues and yellows, the bright colors and geometric shapes. I went back to black and white and semi-abstract forms.
I saw the show.
You did. Well, then you know where I'm going with this. Simple, rigorous, tough. It just poured out of me. Best work in years. And nobody bought a thing. I got 3 small, mediocre reviews. I was enraged. You remember my rages.
Yes.
I went back to the gallery before they broke it down and really looked at each piece. And it was all garbage. Empty canvases. At best, memories of something I'd once done that was great, but not the things themselves. And that's why I need the 4 black paintings. Maybe they'll help me remember, because I haven't made anything like that since.
That's not how it works.
How the hell would you know?
They're creatures of the time in which you created. They're dead to you now. What matters is what's now, what's real, what's in your fingers, in your muscle memory, your instinct. If you could just clear away all the bullshit.
Maybe you're right. But I still want them.
Those paintings would just be a burden to you.
I still want them. Why else would I be here?
I don't know. Maybe to say you're sorry, that you made a mistake.
Look, I'm sorry I hurt you. And I probably made a mistake, but it's one I plan to live with.
Good for you.
Can I have the paintings?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, Diane. And this may sound inappropriate, but I'm going to ask anyway. I'd like to be there when you scatter Henry's ashes. It would mean a lot to me.
I'm sorry. You already scattered his ashes. It was me, my sister, and Sam. Such a lovely ceremony.
Then what's in the box?
Your paintings. Your 4 black paintings. They burn beautiful. Wasn't it you that told me that there's no such thing as black paint? That an artist chooses his dark pigments? And if you look close, you can see it. Black is the absence of light. But black is the presence of all colors. And I can see every one of those colors in the flame. A jet of blue, of purple, a sudden burst of green. Black becoming fire, rainbow becoming ash. It was cleansing. And although they weren't portraits, I could see myself in them. I did it right there on the patio. There's a scorch mark on the porch.
You're lying. You wouldn't do that to art. It's not in you.
There's a little corner that survived. It's on top if you open the flap. A little courage is needed in this life.
No.
Fine. Take the box and open it at your leisure.
I'll take you for everything you own. The gallery will collapse overnight once people heard what you've done.
I'm selling the gallery. And I'm moving back to London. My lawyers will know where to find me.
How can you possibly justify this?
Besides you killing my father? To free myself. To free you. You'll thank me for it later.
Someday you'll understand what you did and why.
Don't forget your paintings.
Keep them. They really do resemble you now.
Don't look at me like that. That's his problem. But me, I don't get over anything. Or anyone. And all that'll change tomorrow at sunrise.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words,
Last message.
baby, kiss me.
Sent from a transmitter in the Ukraine to say to other civilizations.
Fill my
The message was in code, using a system called Lingos that builds to complex mathematical ideas and builds into complex information about who we are, in case there's anyone out there. April 5th, 1973. Pioneer 11 is launched into deep voyage, carrying a message in a 6x9-inch gold plaque showing figures of a human figure, Earth's location in the universe, and diagram of the hydrogen atom. In that same year, on the day Pioneer 11 makes its voyage, a ribbon is cut on the tallest building in the world, 110 stories high on 16-inch gold plaque. November 16, 1974, the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico sent a message towards a cluster of stars 25,000 light years away. A string of 1,679 bits, or ones and zeros. It could be a similar to a pictogram, showing the figure of a man, a telescope, the numbers, DNA, and the solar system. My personal favorite will play LPs. Remember phonographic records? LPs in aluminum cases, onto the board, Voyager 1 and 2, with, of course, instructions how to play the records. I was missing from the Voyager. Losing to Mars, Arecibo, missing and never to be sent in any message that travels through space and time. Send over. Auschwitz, Big Mac 5. What makes one free? A slave ship carrying first 50 million people. Africa will lose to slavery or death and murder. The hole in the ozone layer. A woman refusing to move in the back of the bus. Yen, francs, euros, dollars, money. You got the tape. What the message this time?
You see, my son is kind of a poet scientist. He's got this grant to come up with a message for alien civilizations, to tell them who we are, the human race. He's hit a wall, and I've left town on foot.
My mother's walking. She's walking all across the United States. It's her response to the current situation. Returning a certain age, to my breakup. It's her memorial to the nature of our times.
I'm on the Eleanor Roosevelt Trail. I'm standing outside of a church in Ohio where the Underground Railroad's connected. I don't know where I am, but I only see cows. I'm walking past the things I know. I met this person who picks the places to stop along the way. You know when you get directions on your computer, what's that called? Map something? Well, they actually find interesting things to do along the routes. I just never thought of that. There are all kinds of jobs in this about.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry things didn't work out. And I'm sorry I didn't give you grandchildren. And
He thinks I'm out here because he failed in his marriage. I'm out here because I failed, to know what to do next. I was sad, so I started walking. I was walking in circles all around the house. Finally, I just took it outside. And I'm not the only one out here. There's mothers walking all over this place. I'm just worried he won't find love. Hi, sweetie.
Mom, where are you?
If I wanted to be located, I would have stayed home.
Are you walking aimlessly, or do you have some kind of plan?
I do have a plan to walk aimlessly. All right, so here's the story. I just had pie with whole eggs and shortening, and I don't care. Because while I eat my pie and I drink my coffee, I'm not drowning in the facts. There's no true history to the United States. I'm not guilty. I'm not wanting. I'm not disappointed. So, how'd you riddle for me on for alien civilizations?
You see, when you say it like that,
Like what?
like how you say it,
Like how's your memo or how's it coming?
like you say it, like we had no opinion, or we had no opinion you had ready for each other, even though we can all be sure that you're always in possession of an opinion. Anyways, it's not enough. It's more like an equation. You know, which lays out things to be discovered and proven. It's not necessarily who we are, it's what we can be.
That's lovely.
For a life.
Maybe it's a lot we need.
But, okay. see, the big discovery. Gravity, particle theory, chaos, DNA. The places in the physical world. But they're just going to be described. What physical properties, what densities. This is what we're capable of. What's possible. First I thought, well, fucking, of course. Sexual congress. But then, to see how we do it and how much we like to do it. But fucking causes so much confusion and anxiety. And what they interpret two figures expressing an outdoor, some kind of cool right. Besides, fucking doesn't even last. Then what about madness? What about disorders of the mind? What about bodies that aren't even whole?
Or you can take this grant money and give it to actual people so they can eat, go to school, or maybe collectively expand and redefine the concept of what it is to be human.
Well, sister, didn't I sell my beautiful SUV so that we wouldn't drive big gas guzzling automobiles for big gas producing nations?
What everyone wants to know is who am I going to be? And who am I going to be with? And who will make it not so terrible to be me? And if you have children, who are they going to be? And who are they going to be with? And will I like who they are? And how do I keep them safe? Maybe, Josh, maybe you're reaching. Maybe a story about one person is all they need to know about us.
Mom, where the hell are you?
I'm in my tent.
And what kind of tent?
In my tent, outside my room, in a hotel. You didn't think I'd be out in the open, did you? And you should come out here. It's a beautiful night.
Oh no, I can't think outside.
Did you open my letter yet?
No, not really.
I know it's sitting in your pocket. And if it's getting smushed, I need you to read it.
Right now, I really can't.
Josh. Okay. Look, if the aliens had some type of, if they had a sense of humor, I know they would see the irony. I mean, they would definitely receive it like the French do when you try to speak in their language. Come outside and be with me tonight.
All right, I'll come. I got a question. Do you have pets? Do you marry? Do you have species? Animals, corporations, groups, about what they do.
This is who we are. This is us. Humbling, turtling, stretching, moving through time to what we're meant to be. This is us becoming.
Please, don't put the children.
It could happen. So the drawing is, you drew it when you were a child. You drew a house next to other houses. Because you said our house needed those other houses. So you drew a house with small people in it, with big people to take care of, to set an example, to accompany them on their way. Josh, you were so smart. What makes us human is other humans. I love you, Josh. I love you so much. And Wonder,